My name is Heang Uy. I am a world history teacher at North Henderson High School. I've been teaching for 10 years. I'm also the wrestling coach and women's track coach there. I was born in Cambodia, and when I was about a year old, we immigrated to the United States. We were sponsored here in 1980, and just had a chance to flee all the bad things that were going on in Cambodia at that time. And so we were supported by great families here in the United States, and I'm one of six children. I'm the second youngest, and everybody's proud of their family, but I'm especially proud of my family. You know, coming here as first-generation immigrants, we're all college graduates, and we've done well. My students are very fascinated by my background. You don't see a lot of Cambodians in Western North Carolina, and it's been real neat because I believe that in order to understand who we are, we have to understand where we came from. And that's the joy and that's the challenge of teaching history, is making it relevant to the students, helping them understand that without a knowledge of history, we don't know who we are. My high school wrestling coach is one of my, role models, one of the people I look up to. And interestingly, this past week from the North Carolina High School Athletic Association, he received a award for person who makes a difference. There's 8 people awarded every year, so Jeff Smith got that, and he's one of the reasons I'm a teacher now. I come into girls track from wrestling, and my first year doing girls track, I tried to coach it like I would wrestlers, and that was a failure. But I learned a lot that year, and girls have a whole different set of needs than guys do, and training for track is very different from training for wrestling. It's a lot of fun because they bring a lot to the table, and just like my guys in wrestling, they work hard. They let me push them, they let me challenge them, but I just have to do it in a totally different way from wrestling practice. One of the teachers that I work with turned me on to NCCAT and said, here's an opportunity for you to get some renewal credit. Also, an opportunity just to refresh yourself. Travel and the outdoors are important to me, so I looked through the list of seminars. There's one called The Mountain, and it took us to the top of Mount LeConte, which appealed to me because I like to be outside, either hiking or biking. The Mountain Seminar was a partnership with the North Carolina Museum of Natural Sciences. I'm always impressed with NCCAT because they bring in such great experts in their field. And I'm a history guy, but I came out of that seminar with fascination about the flora and the fauna of this area. I learned more about butterflies and moths than I ever thought I would learn in my lifetime. The decisions that we make affect the environment around us, and sometimes we don't see it right away. But what we're seeing here in the Smokies is the effects of many, many years of various decisions that have been made by either individuals or cities and towns or corporations that have sometimes positively, sometimes adversely affected our environment. The students who have an opinion are about 50-50. There are those who are very environmentally conscious and they want to do things to reduce greenhouse emissions and recycle, and then the other ones, again, who have an opinion are of the mindset that it's a hoax, or we can't affect it, or even if it is happening, we can't change it, so why bother? Sometimes you have to look beyond our little world here to see what a special place we live in, and that's another thing that I try to bring into my classroom, is that here we are in North Carolina, USA, but we're just part of this this planet, and everything we do affects people way over there, and everything they do affects us over here too.